This is Dennis Michelson. It is time to go down on the farm. And we're going to be talking about extract, and we're going to be talking about Accomplish Max. That means we're going to be talking to Mr. Scott Lay. Scott, welcome back to the show.
Dennis, always a pleasure to tune in with you and your listening audience.
It has been an incredibly mild winter, to say the least. But you know that Mother Nature likes to change things up to us and likes to throw a lot of stress our way, no matter what it is, whether it's cold stress, whether it's drought stress. And that's what the products from your company are so good at, because it's really a simple process or a simple concept. Draw out more nutrients and help with the stress.
If we're going to optimize yield, step one is obviously providing the nutrition for that given crop. But in this day and age, if you don't make an attempt to round off the corners, as you articulated with regard to weather-related stresses and or the challenges that soil profiles present in terms of allowing plants to access those nutrients, if you can't minimize those challenges, you're not going to maximize your return.
We're getting some of these little quick freeze events and quick frost events in the spring now that are happening at longer times into the season than ever before. And that's going to be something that we've got to build that stress preventative in as we're going forward.
That's right. We have a semi-decent understanding of production practices in farming today. And one of those challenges that is exacerbated is the fact that planting time is occurring earlier, particularly with soybeans. So as those weather oftentimes cold stresses come about, as you just talked about, if we can provide that plant, soybean or corn plant, a better ability to deal with those cold stresses, metabolize the nutrients that it needs, and push through those stresses, we've got a better chance for a yield come the fall.
Talk a little bit about your extract product, why it works, how it works, and when it's applied.
Extract is actually today across the nutrient ag solutions landscape one of the most widely used products, treated on about 2 million acres last year, Dennis. And really we designed that for the farmer that does not utilize liquid in-furrow starter applications, but recognizing we wanted to get that starter-like effect. So it is applied in broadcast applications, pre-plant broadcast applications with herbicides and or liquid fertilizer. So broadcast across the surface of the soil, and the intent is really simple. We're looking to increase the mineralization of nutrients that are already in the soil profile and release of nutrients, phosphorus and potassium in particular, that are bound to that soil colloid. I don't need to remind your listeners of the high price of fertilizer today. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of dollars worth of nutrients already in that soil profile across your listening area. So if we can help accelerate that release of nutrients that the farmer's already paid for, put more in the plant, we've got a better chance for yield.
Soil tests that you guys have done show more available N, not only in the shallow part, the 0 to 8 inch profile, but way down deep where those roots like to live at that 8 to 24 inch level. And those soil tests don't lie. That means the product's working.
That's exactly right. The soil tests don't lie, and we have University of Nebraska data and to substantiate, just as you articulated. We're increasing both ammonium and nitrate levels in the soil at 0 to 8 inches by about 10%. We're increasing the amount of nitrates available. And for a corn crop, as you referenced, that 8 to 24 inch depth in the soil profile, that's where the business takes place in the months of June and July and August when that plant is stretching for nutrients. If we're able to increase the amount of nitrates by 15 to 20% that we've documented, that's a good transaction for that corn plant.
Tell us a little bit about the Accomplish Max product. Again, how and why it works and when it's applied.
Dennis, we've been at this for a while, and Accomplish Max was introduced this past year, treated on nearly 2 million acres in the first year. And Accomplish Max is applied with liquid in-furrow starter fertilizers. It's not fertility, but it's used as companion product to liquid starter fertilizers. And again, two principles behind Accomplish Max. One, release more nutrients in that furrow in close proximity to the planted seed. And secondly, the second dimension, the max part, is stress reduction. stress reduction that's come about as a part of one of the components. That's a biological extraction of kelp. And what that translates to that is very visual is a quicker emergence, particularly in times of cooler soil conditions, which oftentimes we see in the months of April and May during planting time. Whether you're in Vermilion County, Illinois, or the middle of Nebraska or South Georgia, regardless of crop, the Accomplish Max provides a high level of consistency, about a 7 to 9 bushel response average in corn. And while starter fertilizers are not as common in soybeans, we still see a 4 to 5 bushel yield response, not just in replicated university trials, but in real farm side-by-side trials that our customers provide for us.